because they aren't trying? Many Black and brown children don't get the help they need because they have a condition called dyslexia, and it's not always noticed. Every child deserves to be understood. So let's take a deeper look at dyslexia and how it affects students. Dyslexia is a learning difference that makes reading, writing, and spelling harder. In addition, Black and brown children are often less likely to be diagnosed with dyslexia compared to white children. Instead of getting the help they deserve, they might be told they're not paying attention or not trying hard enough. This can lead to frustration, falling behind in school, and even feeling like they're not smart. All of these can lead to a devastating impact on Black and brown students' futures. Let's do a quick activity to help you understand what it's like to have dyslexia. Read this sentence out loud. Pretty simple to understand, right? Now, let's read this. This makes it pretty hard to read, right? Did you have to try extra hard to read a simple sentence? Were you frustrated? This is how someone with dyslexia can feel. This is why we need to be understanding and support them. Dyslexia isn't caused by anything that you did. It's something you're born with. For some kids, it makes letters and words feel tricky, like they get mixed up, flip around, or hard to sound out. For some kids, they might read slower, skip words, or have trouble spelling, even if you're trying really hard. Here's the important thing to remember. Dyslexia may make things harder, but it does not mean you're not smart. It just means your brain works differently. Many kids with dyslexia are great at things like solving problems, building, drawing, or thinking of creative ideas. So if reading feels hard, it's not because you can't learn. It just means you might need to learn differently. And that's totally okay. Dyslexia can look different for everyone, but here are some signs you might notice. Reading feels really hard, even when you practice a lot. You mix up letters like B and D or P and Q. You skip words or lose your place when reading. Spelling the same word can be tricky each time. It's hard to sound out new words. You might read more slowly than your classmates. Writing words or sentences feels frustrating. You might have trouble following directions and have difficulty sounding out new words. The final sign we will talk about is having difficulty keeping track of multi-step directions. There are many other signs, but these are the most common signs. But remember, having some of these signs doesn't mean anything is wrong with you. It just means your brain learns in a different way, and with the right help, you can get better and feel more confident. In 2019, data showed that Black 8th graders were 55% less likely to be identified with a learning disability compared to their white peers. There are many reasons why this happens. Sometimes schools don't have enough resources to test their students. Educators often view reading struggles in Black children as behavioral issues instead of learning disabilities. And sometimes families don't have access to testing or information, so they don't even know what to look for. So, let's spread awareness. Every child, no matter their background, deserves support. So what can we do? When teaching kids with dyslexia, make reading fun and low pressure. Let kids choose books they enjoy, even comics or picture books. Reading should feel safe, not stressful. Use your eyes, ears, and hands to guide your student. Learning works better when kids use more than one sense. Try reading out loud, tracing letters with a finger, or using magnetic letters to build words. It is also helpful to use visual aids. Use color coding, pictures, and rhymes to help with memory and recognition. It can be helpful to the student to allow them more time. Provide additional time for reading, writing, and completing tasks that need a few steps to finish. It is important to emphasize reading accuracy over speed, as this allows the child to move at their own pace. For parents, if your child is struggling with reading, ask questions. Talk to teachers. You know your child best. If you know your child is trying but still struggling with school, request testing. It might just save your child's future. For kids watching, remember that if reading feels hard, it doesn't mean you're not smart. It just means your brain learns in its own special way. When we understand each other better, we can help every child succeed. Let's make sure no child is overlooked, because every mind matters. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video to spread awareness. Together, we can make a difference.